What's up, Yins? This week on Car Dad Bill, we have a 2024 Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid Premium Plus. This is with a white paint job, black interior, 8-speed automatic, but it's the plug-in hybrid. So you're able to get, a little bit of mileage, all electric, if you plug it in. And then you have a 300 plus horsepower Sky Active motor that gives you a decent gas mileage rating when you're not using all electric. Let's go for a ride. Jin's first impressions of the Sky Active CX-90 plug-in is that it's nice that we had a Lexus plug-in hybrid the week before to kind of compare and contrast the two vehicles. There's a lot of comparisons. There's a lot of things that are different. For one, this Mazda is $30,000 cheaper than the Lexus TX plug-in hybrid. You get a little bit better mileage in the Lexus. You don't get as much mileage in this as far as hybrid mileage, and then your plug-in hybrid mileage. You get around 40 miles all electric, and in this one you get around 29, 30 miles, give or take, however you drive, and how you plug it in every night and whatnot. That all takes into account as well. But this one is a 7-seater. The Lexus was a 6-seater, so you have one more seat. I don't know if you can get a bench seat in the back of this, so it would be an 8-seater. But that would be something that would be a good option, I think, for a lot of bigger families to have that extra seat in the third row or in the second row. But overall, the Mazda CX-90 is a great package. It's a great size. It drives really well. It's a little more sporty than the Lexus is. It's a little more rough as well. So there's a couple pros and cons, but the first impressions are I've always liked the CX-90 layout. And now that you have the plug-in hybrid, that just adds to the ability and the pro on my side. It adds to the positive side of things. But let's get to the real review. Hey, Yins, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. It helps. It gets us more cars, and it helps the algorithm altogether. And I appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. All right, Yins, standing outside the Mazda CX-90 plug-in. What's the first thing you notice about this thing? It's a great stance. Sits out really wide on the wheelbase. Gorgeous LED turn signals and LED running lights up front. Gorgeous LED headlights as well. But it's also a fairly subtle exterior. Not a whole lot of flash and bang, which I kind of like. I like how it says Mazda in the back here on the trim. It says plug-in hybrid on the side. Beautiful front grille. There's those LED headlights I was telling you about. And then these are your high beams down below, which are extra bright. Really nice. Light up the front really well. Look at those turn signals flashing. You also have turn signals up on the turn signals as well. All of your sensors, your camera for the front, but just an overall well thought out, well designed, clean exterior, huge wheels that flank the front and back. I like how this fastback design is on the back here. I like how the trim's broken up with the white paint. Comes back, no bumper again, but the back end sticks out so you have more storage capacity back there. And then Mazda has the great flashing LED turn signals that kind of pulse instead of flash. Taillights don't wrap all the way around as far as being lit up, but they are super bright when you hit the brakes. No exhaust really showing out back either. Very subtle. But it's a really nice looking SUV. Really good proportions. Let's go inside and take a look. All right, guys, inside the interior of the CX-90 plug-in, and you have good materials, stylish materials, and you have kind of a basic interior. Digital dash display. You have your screen up top here, which is controlled by the infotainment controls down here, which is something to take note of because it takes a little bit of time to get used to that, but it's definitely more functional in that regard. Your HVAC controls are down below, all dedicated buttons for that. I like it. Your four-way flashers are up top, and that's really it. It's very clean and sleek inside. The materials on the door really blend well together. It has a Bose sound system, which I'll show you on this side. Bose sound system down there that just rocks. I mean, it absolutely rocks. Really nice steering wheel, thick steering wheel, very good driving car. Your shifter down here is unique. It slides to the side for reverse, down for drive. Your parking brake's down here, up and over for park again. Apply your parking brake. Auto hold. Now this toggle here toggles everything up top. So as you go through your different things, go back to home, go back to your different settings, that's how it works. Toggle down here, it works up top. I kind of like that. You also have your CarPlay and Android Auto, which you can set up. Wireless charging down below, some more stuff down there for your charging capabilities. Then these are your MI drive settings, excuse me. You hit it and it shows you up there. It gives you a whole different gauge layout for sport mode, which is what I leave it in. Inside the glove box, you have additional charging area for the new USB ports. I like the two-sided, the leather top. The stitching's really clean all the way around. You get this different, unique material down here that looks kind of like a metal carbon fiber, but it's just a plastic, but it still looks good. Cup holders for both size bottles, leather wrapped interior seating, captain's chairs out back, but everything in here is clean, usable, user friendly. I like the door handles. I like it all in here, really. It's a really nice interior, really nice place to be. Let's take a look at the back. Opening the back door. Check out the back seat. Back here, the door opens extremely wide. Not like most cars that stop here. It opens up all the way to be completely open, 90 degrees. And that's for ease of access. Because here, the captain's chairs, you can either slide them forward with the slide up here, or you can flip it forward with the one hand up there, move everything back, and you have a place to put your foot to get into the third row, which has 3 seats. And you can see the baseball equipment back there. So I can show you how big that back seat is, that third row. You also have a cup holder that flips up here for the side. Kind of like it. Some charging area, some second row HVAC controls. You also have a second row heated seat back here in this model, the Premium Plus package. Going around back, underneath the Mazda logo is your button. Opens up your trunk to give you a good amount of storage space with the seats down. I could actually fit more stuff in here if I needed to. Back here you have cup holders for the kiddos, another charging area, same thing on this side, cup holders, charging area, tie down spots down there to tie things down. Your seatbelt holders on the side here hold your seatbelt in place when you move the seats around. You have a plug back here, and then you have a regular plug back here. Tie down spot, not bad. Let's flip up one of the seats and show you that. So now with the seat up, you still have room for that same bag. Someone else can sit over here now, the 60-40 split. So you have the bigger seat on this side, the smaller seat on this side. That seat would move forward to give you some more passenger capacity, and you can still hold all the same stuff that I had in there before. Let's go for a ride. Let's review some facts and figures on the 24 CX-90 plug-in hybrid Premium Plus. It's got the rhodium white exterior with black Napa leather interior. 323 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic. It's got iActive all-wheel drive, 3,500 pound towing capacity. The MSRP of this one is $56,950. Not a bad price. $58,920 as tested, and that's with the captain's seats in the back, 7-passenger capability, and that premium package that I spoke about before. I don't think that's a terrible price. It's $30,000, just under $30,000 less than a Lexus TX with the same plug-in hybrid setup. You don't get as much power as you do in the Lexus. You don't get as much tech as in the Lexus. You don't get as much ganache as in the text, as in the Lexus. But the Mazda CX-90 is a great candidate for a plug-in hybrid, large SUV that can hold everybody, hold all their stuff, still has enough room back there. Very comfortable, very easy to drive. Let's get on the road and talk about how it drives. Again, we're on the road talking about the good and bad of the plug-in hybrid CX-90. And I want to start with the bad because there's not a whole lot of bad, but the couple things on the bad side were noticeable during the week. First thing, choppy transmission in EV mode. And when I say choppy, I mean that switching between sport mode and EV mode and normal mode and all those different things, you do get a little bit of a weird, like, mechanical transition noise. And sometimes the transmission's a little choppy when you're pulling from a stop. It just is a little bit clunky, and not the fit and finish that you would expect with this type of technology built into the vehicle. So that's one of my first things. The other thing is it's less fit and finish as other models. So while it's still high technology, highly filled with stuff, it has a lot of stuff in here. Sunroof, heated cold front seats, heated rear seats, heated steering wheel, Bose sound system, has all those things that you really want. It just doesn't have the fit and finish that like a Lexus would or an Acura would. And that's okay because the price is right. I mean, $50,000, between 50 and 60K for a fully loaded model like this, I feel is a good price point for a family looking for something this size. Especially with that plug-in hybrid technology, the power you get, the towing capacity you get. You can take a little trailer with you wherever you need to go. It'll haul that stuff. So that's part of my bad list. And the last thing is the tight third row. Now that's a quibble. It's a car dad bill quibble, but it is a little bit smaller than some of the other offerings out there for a third row. If you move the seats up in the second row, have those kids in the middle or those people in the middle kind of squish up a little bit, you do get more passenger capacity in the third row, so you can kind of overcome that. Let's get to the good list, though. The good list is where it's at. When we talk about the good list, obviously the plug-in capability, the standard 30 plus miles of all EV range is something that I find to be a very good pro in a lot of these vehicles. It's a big vehicle, you're carrying a lot of people, you're carrying stuff, and you can still kind of hop around town all electric for a while before the hybrid takes off. 27.4 mpg, that's the CDB real mpg. I didn't mention that earlier. 27 and a half is really good. 27 and a half miles to the gallon hybrid mode, and I'm in sport mode all the time, so you might be able to get 30 miles or more if you're just in regular mode and driving on the highway and kind of using the EV. If you plug it in all night and you have a full battery pack, I think you could probably squeeze a little bit more mileage out of there, especially on the highway with cruise control. 7 seats is another plus. I like 8. Obviously, the more the better. I have a lot of kids. I have a lot of family to fit in here. But 7 seats is not a bad trade-off for something this size. It's fast and it rides well. It's not as fast as the Lexus was, but it's just as fast as you need it to be. It has a lot of pickup, it has a lot of power, and it just rides well. It takes the bumps well. It takes all the different off-camber things well. It handles the balanced steering and handling in general is really on par for what you expect in something like this. I just think that for value reasons, over top of anything else, you get all the options you would want: a great sound system, passenger capacity, and the plug-in capacity for under 60 grand. And in fact, as tested at 58,920, you're a couple grand under 60K. So all that being said and done, I think this is a wonderful example and a wonderful candidate for folks looking for that plug-in hybrid capability. It's like a soft hybrid, like you're not going all electric, but you are going all electric for a couple miles up front. If you don't have a huge commute, this is a great idea. You can still take the kids places. You can still tow stuff. You can still go on the highway and have some power and you can still put gas in it so that you don't have that range anxiety that you get with a regular EV vehicle or an all EV vehicle. So again, great trade-off, great fit and finish. Well, good fit and finish, great overall looks and capability, and it's just a great driving vehicle. If you like driving like I do, I took it on a small road trip over to middle section of Ohio this weekend to watch Rocco play some baseball, and it was a fantastic road trip vehicle. A lot of back roads in Ohio, some highways, some up and downs, some twisties, and it handled all of that stuff really well. So I think it's definitely worth a look. Car Dad Bill this week. Real cars for real people for real life. Please subscribe to the channel. I like doing all this stuff for you guys. Keep watching. I'll talk to you next time.